Where's the balance? Or should you be trading everything? So a highly subjective question in my opinion, although it's a very regular one as well. So we'll do best to address it here, and I'll explain my perspective on how much you should be trading from day to day, days of the week, weeks of the month, etc. Now, first of all, this starts right at the core for me, and that is, why are you starting to trade in Betfair? What is your reason for trading? Because everyone's is different, and that's why it's subjective. I mean, for me, when I first started out, I was just a young lad, 22, in the military, spending long times away from my family, in risky places. Yeah, it was loads of fun at points. However, that comes at a cost, and the cost is time with loved ones. At that point in time, I had a young wife, I had a son on the way, and so I realised, you know, financially it wasn't great for me. Times were hard sometimes. And also, it was just going to get worse with the son on the way. I wanted to be able to provide for him. I wanted him to have nice things, experience things in life that possibly I hadn't. And also, I wanted my own freedom and flexibility to do what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted, rather than having, you know, some sergeant shouting and screaming in my face, telling me where I had to be, at what time, and just literally having no choice. I guess what I'm saying there is I wanted some freedom to my life. I wanted I wanted to be able to turn around and just go, yeah, nice one. I'm doing what I want today. And so I see trading as my exit route from that kind of life. Now, that's not going to be possible for absolutely everybody, and it's taken a lot of hard work to get there and achieve all the things I have. But I'm just saying that was my reason, and so it would be completely illogical if I was to spend each and every day trading every single race. Because you only have to look at how many races there are on the card each day to know that it can take up a huge chunk of your life, and I'll just lose all that flexibility and freedom that I first set out to achieve. So how much do I trade? It changes week on week, day on day, depending on both the opportunities within the markets and opportunities in the outside world. So I like to fit trading around my life, and it gives me flexibility to do what I want. And at the same time, I manage to have, you know, the nice things that I want as well. Because obviously en route, as you start to succeed, the natural inclination is just to get more and more and more, and then, you know, buy nice things and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, it's quite a destructive thing if you don't actually take full control of the situation, is what I'm saying. So I need to keep it as though how I set out to achieve in the first place. You know, I want to kind of like minimise the regrets, if you like, that I have throughout life with children, and maintain some kind of balance. To me, that is quite healthy. Life's not a rehearsal, quite obviously and clearly, and I don't want my children, because I've got two now, the first one's 8, that's a long time ago since I first started, and I don't want to find that I grow up, and as I'm getting older, possibly even on my deathbed, I don't want to be sitting there going, I spent too long in front of the screens, I didn't spend enough time with them. I don't want them to remember me as a person that was only ever interested in money and work and not spending time with them. And so it's important to kind of like optimise for the situation, fit the racing in around you, because that's half the pleasure of it. Surely the reason that people start out is they realise they can make more money quite quickly within a certain segment of time. And so it makes sense to focus on doing the right things that are going to give you the best return for half the amount of time and allow you to get on and have your life. And so I think any smart person can see that if you miss out on those golden moments with children and family, then, you know, you may as well have had a different kind of job and way of generating income. So overall, in addition to all the points I've kind of made there, I know I've gone off on a little bit of a tangent. I think that it's important to focus on where the opportunities are, assuming you're trading horse racing, because that's my main primary focus. Look at where the opportunities are likely to be, the lower hanging fruit, because at the end of the day, the easiest and the best route to trade is to find those non-competitive situations within the market, the ones where it's going to be 2 versus 1. You know, we want an unfair fight. We want an exaggerated advantage over the rest of the market to make our money quite easily. And so if you focus on those points, life gets a lot easier, and it allows you to cut out all of that dead time we spend all the time slogging to get a smaller return, cut that away and enjoy the freedom of being a trader.